How is it going? I hope you guys are well. In this video, we are going to ask the cards about what we need to do in order to get more balance in our lives. It's so easy to spiral out of control. So we're going to just do a little reading on the topic of balance. And before we jump into this reading, I would like you to think about all those different little ways in which you think you're out of sync or out of balance. Or if there are any big problems, any big extremes in your life that you would like to consult the cards about. Please think about those topics now while I'm shuffling the cards. And we're going to have 3 cards. Option A, option B, and option C. And I'm also going to assign a stone to each card. The first one, this is petrified wood. So I guess it's not a gemstone in the traditional sense, but this is our first option. The second one is turquoise. So this is for option B. And the third one is the red agate. So now that we have all 3 options laid out for us, I'd like you to make your choice. Which of these stones represents the idea of balance to you? So which of these are you, I guess, most attracted to? The first one, the second one, or the third one? All right. if you picked the first one, you don't need to jump to a different part of the video because we are going to jump right into it. But if you picked the second or the third option, you're going to find the timestamps in the description, and also in a comment if you're using a mobile device. It's perhaps easier to access. So the first one, petrified wood, and we have the Three of Swords for you. All right. Well, the Three of Swords is kind of a difficult card because it's about the acceptance of pain. The acceptance that things don't always go your way. And the petrified wood symbolizes petrified trauma. So, in a way, it represents stagnation, being stuck, being stunted almost. Now, the Three of Swords, swords representing air, the mental field, suggest that in order to move on, you need to allow yourself to get offended, because it seems like you're completely shutting yourself down in a protective fashion. You're trying to make sure that you have a thick skin, that nothing and nobody can get to you. But in order to make some progress at this stage in your life, you need to accept that words can hurt, that people can get under your skin, that they can cause you stress and anguish, that they do have the power to make you feel bad. Now, it's important to admit this, because if you give yourself permission to feel all those negative things that people can cause you, if you take them seriously, you're also opening the door to allow their positive influence in. Nobody is invincible. Nobody has the power to deflect and dodge every single insult and to avoid conflict that way. You're not perfect, and nobody else is, and nobody has to be. At this point in your personal development, the goal should just be to allow yourself to be vulnerable and to really give yourself permission to get hurt. You don't have to smile through the pain. You don't have to pretend like you're stronger than anybody else around you. If somebody makes a snarky comment that hurts your feelings, you just have to feel those emotions, and it's not a big problem if people can see it. It's not a big problem if people can see that you got hurt, because maybe they'll apologize. And if they don't, then at least you know what you're dealing with. You know that they are unsympathetic and that they don't care. So, in order to move on from this petrified wood state, you really need to give yourself a chance to feel these emotions. I know it's hard, but you can do it. Okay, if you picked the second option, turquoise, let's see what we have here. Well. We have the Page of Cups for you. Or, as it's called in this deck, the Daughter of Cups. So, in order to introduce more balance into your life, it's absolutely necessary that you open the pathway to creativity. And turquoise is one of those stones that represents innovation and inventiveness and creativity. To balance some of your characteristics and tendencies, which might be goal-orientedness, ruthlessness, persistence, a hard-working attitude. You're all of those things, and you're making a huge effort to change your life around, and you're very ambitious. But this can easily get out of hand. So, with the Page of Cups, you're being invited to enjoy life more, to allow yourself to take a deep dive into the pleasures and the joy that life has to offer, and to use your creativity as a vehicle to do that. You might be working so hard to reach your goals and to accomplish things that you might be forgetting to enjoy and just participate in the joyful activities that life has to offer. And it's important that you start enjoying your own mind. This colorful, exciting, and surprising mechanism that is creating all kinds of problems for you, but also solutions. That's weaving all of these different narratives and stories that is taking you on interesting journeys. So, the idea behind this card is to allow your emotions to take mental form. So, let them pour into your work. If you're into any kind of creative work, then this card is ideal. But if you're not, then maybe it's time to start and try it out. Even if you've never written a poem before, this card could be an indication that this could be the time to just try it. Because you don't have to be a poet to write a poem. It all comes down to creative expression of the human experience. So that's a good way to create more balance. And finally, if you picked the third option with the red agate, your card is the Death card. Wow. Okay. So, balance in your case is not even in your hands. Your life might be in a pretty chaotic state right now. You might be looking around trying to figure things out, your head spinning, and you're not sure what the next step is. But it's all okay. It's the universe's way of spinning the wheel and killing those parts of your personality and your life that you don't need anymore. So change is definitely in the air. And if you know the tarot, if you have been watching my videos, you know that the Death card does not have anything to do with physical death. So there's nothing to be afraid of. What it really means is that there's a new cycle starting, that you're shedding your own skin, your old skin rather, the old spiritual shell of your being, and you're waking up into a new reality, and you're starting on a new elevated level. So the question of balance, there is a natural balance to this process. So there's nothing you can do for it or against it. Right at this moment, all you can do is to just relax into it. Just allow yourself to go through it and enjoy the ride wherever it takes you. So I hope that you enjoy this reading. I wish you a good day or a good night, and I hope to see you in my next video.